Oh, hey, what's up, everyone?
What's going on, man?
Doing a full teardown. We're inspecting the car. So I figured we had to clean all this part up and take everything apart.
Alright, guys. Well, welcome back to another weekend with us.
Hey, remember last weekend? Exactly today, huh? Around this time?
I could have swore the only issues we had were a broken arm and a diff, but apparently looks like it's teardown, full teardown mode. So let's dig into what the heck's going on, man. So as you guys can see, or as you let's get back to the beginning. So our last trip, our also first trip taking the Can-Am out. This is you guys can't tell now, obviously, but this is a 2017 Maverick Turbo X3.
XRS.
Okay, so you obviously can't tell that now. I mean, you couldn't even tell before either because it's been taken apart. I guess it's been taken apart again.
So this is probably like, I would say maybe the fifth or sixth time I've taken them apart.
All right, well let's get to some of the. Well, okay, so
anyways, let's go to the broken. So I ran out of talent and I hit a wall, and we destroyed this arm. So this arm, man, it lasted 25 miles.
These are stock ones, right?
Yeah, these are completely stock.
Okay, these are stock ones.
So yeah, so I took it apart, and I noticed like the ball joints were looking weird. So then there led to, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the upper arms off. Well, I had to take the upper arms off anyways in order to take the diff out. Oh yeah, which I believe a bolt backed out and it grenaded.
All right. So everything's a little all over the place now. So we're getting into the arms. The last video we had a broken arm. We limped it back 25 miles back to camp, made it safe. Before the broken arm, there was already a broken diff. To make it through the trails, in order to make it through the trails, well, yeah, Kevin's gonna grab the diff, but so in order to make it through the trails, Kevin took out the drive shaft so that it wouldn't be dependent on the diff because we didn't need it. It was broken anyways. Backstory to the diff. Kevin had installed, oh my god, what locker is it? What locker is it from? Torque lockers. He installed lockers into the diff. Those lockers, it went out a couple times, and we do have a video on that, welding that back together. So the torque locker had been fixed before, correct?
True.
It was a torque locker that you had installed in it, correct?
Yeah, so the diff had blown up. So basically.
Oh gosh, well let's look at this. Let's look at this first.
Oh look, you can actually see the bolt right there, right in
ridiculous.
there.
Yeah, but
so it blew up back in
obviously.
yeah 18, I believe, like a year after we had it, and then so I went ahead and rebuilt it and bought a torque locker for it. Jeez. So went ahead and put it in. And then it blew up again. So then I took it out. I put new threads in it, and we drove it for maybe another 1,000 miles. And then blew up for the third time. That's when we welded it. And I would believe this is going to be the fourth time.
Well, that we're not gonna fix it. We're not. We did buy a new diff because there's no way. Like,
dude, this thing originally with the car, and we're pushing 4,600 miles on the side by side already.
And the way he drives too.
Yeah, so that's like 4,600 hard miles. Yeah,
I'm surprised he hasn't. I'm surprised we never replaced it just to begin with. But yeah, so. Torque locker aftermarket lockers were installed into this diff. I think it was when Can-Am came out with the 2008 model was when they're like, okay, we're putting lockers into standard, equipped standard. I was
so
like,
this comes with the Visco.
Yeah, so we kind of missed out on that. So now we bought a diff, and the diff is just
So it's basically
No locker, 2017.
another Visco, but it's a brand new diff. So I believe it's a newer diff. So they probably fixed all the issues that they had already.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just run it with the Visco and not put
no
the
lockers.
Yeah.
We're gonna. I don't
Because
think.
what we do, we barely do any rock crawling. So
Yeah, we probably go like once a year to like Sand Hollow, maybe tough terrain,
But a lot of high speed desert.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the Visco. So.
Jeez. All right, so let's head back. Yeah, dogs are getting tired of all this mess too.
And noise.
So let's get back to this. So what started this was broken arm and diff. And it was funny, where's the new arms? We did have new arms. We had new arms.
It's over here.
Kevin just ran out of time getting it installed for the first trip, but I guess it wouldn't have mattered because while he was tearing down into this, a couple of points that Kevin had made was that good thing we didn't replace it in time, because with the new arms, if you want to grab the new arms, because of the quality, I guess the new arms actually would have done major damage to the frame.
Yeah, she's right. So if we were to install the newer arms, it probably just ripped this whole front end off.
Because the new arms is a different
it's a different material
than the stock.
It's way stronger strength.
Okay. So the stronger ones would have just tore this frame up.
So this is a stock arm right here, and there's a relief point right here.
Crumple zone.
Yeah, basically a crumple zone. So this is known to like basically just taco.
In order to
like
save
that.
the frame. Right?
Yeah. So, but then basically the way I drive, I kind of want something a little bit stronger, and I just gotta be more careful.
And definitely with the new arms, obviously we're gonna have the same problem. So it's just about how we're gonna take our next trips carefully with all these new parts, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then there also too, good thing I had the TMW double shear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
that's
let
right.
me go ahead and.
Yeah, so we had.
So I had basically reinforced, right when I bought the car, I started reinforcing everything right away because of its weak points. So there's where these chromoly parts come into play. But if it wasn't for this right here.
So this goes onto the frame right here. So this was already, we had this equipped on here already. So it did provide some additional support.
Yeah, so I believe.
Is it upside down?
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, so this definitely helped provide additional support.
So if you look back here, it hit so hard. Come back on this side. It buckled. This whole piece right here, this whole section of this plate.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can see
it pressed
the
it in,
stress.
and you can actually see it.
You can see the stress cracks of the paint.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The powder coat. So basically, powder coat, when anytime there's stress on it, it'll just crack right off. It'll chip right off.
So there's definitely
basically
stress on the frame, but not major.
No, it's not too bad.
Okay.
And
I mean, you can tell this is like, look at this side. This is pinched in a little bit. So
that's an easy fix for me. I can go ahead and fix that. So then there, I start.
Yeah, so really quick, it's an easy fix for Kevin because his background is he's an auto body technician. So frame
collision
damage,
repair is my specialty.
Collision repair is his specialty.
I make money off it and I play
Yeah,
it.
makes sense why he's not a good driver. He knows how to.
Or I can push the limits.
He knows how to fix his stuff.
So.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much what we Kevin's discovered while digging into all of this. A couple more things that we found. There's probably some welding repair that we do need to take care of on the cage. That's just over time. That wasn't through this trip.
Well, if you look over here.
This side.
So when this thing hit, basically think of it as a box, and the box got crumbled, so everything swayed over.
Oh,
you can see right here, that's a crack, and then there you look right here, that's a stress crack, and then there you look up here, there's another one here. So that's the reason why I'm digging so far back, because I really want to address all the issues, or what I can see now, before I start slapping parts back on. And and taking it out and risking everything. So I just kind of want to do it right.
Yeah, so there's a reason why. So there were panels back here taken out, some of these plastic stuff. So yeah, now it kind of makes sense why the Can-Am looks this way. It's just why it's completely torn down, because you can't just slap new parts on it. You have to kind of assess everything out that comes with it, the damages that it's done, I think. I want to say a lot of these are over time as well. We've had
yeah, so
this Can-Am's been through a few rollovers. I wasn't in it.
Yeah, it's been through its time. I pushed the limit out.
It's been through some rough driving. So good thing we're getting this assessed at the beginning of desert season. This is just an update video. The next couple videos we'll see. I know we have some trips lined up. I know a couple of people have reached out to us, for riding. And by the way, if you are a subscriber and you guys have our Instagram account, definitely hit me up. If you guys hit us up, if you guys are interested, and if you guys are local and you guys are interested in meeting up for a ride or something, let us know what's on your calendar. I'll check my calendar, our calendar, and we'll see if we can link up or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We are totally down to meet new riders, meet people, meet you guys. If you guys are in the area, we drive in the high desert Barstow, California area, Johnson Valley. We
go out a lot.
Yeah, we do have a Glamis trip planned. We'll definitely throw out some dates if you guys, happen to be out there on those dates. But yeah, just DM me on Instagram, Weekend Warriors, WKKND. If you guys don't already know what that stands for Kevin, Katie, and Doggies. So let's get back into this. Okay, so we know there's a little bit of stress cracks that we want to address, identify. Well, we got to put the car back together, obviously, before we put the new parts on. We went over the messed up diff. We got a new diff. We got new arms. Is there anything else that we may need to? Well, okay, electrical's a mess. So it looks like
so basically, I'm gonna just clean up all electrical and just make it a very simple car to work on. Try to eliminate anything I don't need.
Yeah, like you guys see the dash up there, right here. It was all connected in one piece. It was pretty easy to take down the way Kevin. If you guys had seen our Can-Am upgrade video, we kind of went through how everything was designed so that it was easy to access and take apart when needed. Well, yeah, my gym is kind of destroyed, by the way. I have no access.
Oh, it's a great rack for parts.
Yeah. Clearly. Yeah, it's a good thing it folds back against the wall, so we have more room to work. And yes, Kevin's back in the garage. Yeah, a lot of these parts were easily to disassemble, and it'll be easy to reassemble. Kevin does want to button up some of the electrical. Jesus, it's October. October.
So I have about 3 weeks. I mean, it's nothing.
I want to say, is it Veterans Weekend that we're planning to head back out? Yeah.
So that's going to be Glamis.
Yikes. So and Thanksgiving, we might have something for Thanksgiving weekend.
We have Thanksgiving too.
All right, so what else?
Oh, we have Vegas.
No, I meant what else on this car? Like, what else is there to go over today? What other updates
basically that's it. We ordered all new ball joints.
Too. Yeah, ball joints. You got new ball joints?
Yeah, because now I was thinking about getting new bushings, but I think maybe these should be okay. But you see how they're just playing it?
Yeah, I mean, everything's apart right now.
So I might, because I don't like that right there.
Yeah, everything's apart right now. There's something that you can assess now.
Yeah, and these are aftermarket. So I replaced these back in 2019 also. And these are upgraded, so I think they're pretty worn out already. The stock ones barely lasted maybe a couple 100 miles. Well, that's with my driving.
Yep,
so we got new ball joints, maybe new wheel bearings. Those are original with the car. So
all we've been doing is been greasing them, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
But other than that, we're gonna just clean everything up. I'm gonna start grinding these parts down, pull out the welder, burn it up, and I'll probably just touch it up. And eventually I want to just make it very accessible so I can come back in and dig more into it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
this part won't be the last time it's looking like this.
well, that's really all we've got this weekend. Thanks for joining us. It's somewhat productive. All of these parts, everything's been torn down. A lot of the stuff that we want to get taken care of has been assessed and addressed. The only did your ball joints come in when you were?
Yeah,
They are.
so-
I think they did come in. So we actually do have all the parts ready to go, but it's not going to be assembled yet until we kind of clean everything up.
Let's take it step by step.
Yeah, clean up.
So let's go ahead and do this, and
Clean
then
up the frame.
we're gonna paint it. I'm gonna steal it actually.
Oh yeah. So those cans, the steel it cans.
Yeah, which is awesome because it doesn't
Well,
rust.
the
it's
frame. Yeah, the frame. We
and
used it for the
you
frame.
can weld directly on top of it too. So, and you know, stuff like this is gonna happen a lot with toys like this.
With drivers like that.
Well, I mean, you're supposed to push everything to the limit, aren't you?
All right, so well, that kind of wraps it up for this weekend, guys. Thanks for joining us every weekend. We are obviously down some trips right now. We'll continue to try to post what we can, post any updates we can. Thanks for joining us every weekend, guys. And again, don't feel free to hit us up on Instagram, or in the comments section. But Instagram would probably be the quickest. I do try to answer every comments. Everyone's the good and the bad. There's really not anything bad when depending on how you take it, but
Everything's good.
yeah, everything's good. Yeah, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks again for joining us every weekend. We'll see you guys next weekend.
Hey, hope you guys had a great weekend. See you guys.
Bye, guys.